I bought myself a civilian freighter and I turned it into a warship, and it's actually kind of awesome. Oh yeah, we're in a heat wave and I've got my fans on. I hope you can't hear them. I'm not turning them off. Yeah, so I bought this one. Now, I did buy this one before. It was the red one, and I wasn't impressed and I scrapped it. But then I thought, could I make that into a warship? And I actually kind of can. I'll show you in a second. I'll take a contract. What we got? Let's take that one. Right. So, what I did... Piss off. I hate these NPCs. Open. Yeah, so what I did was I got inside and I took out... It has, I think, 3... can't remember, the cargo containers that were all inside under here. So I went inside, I ground them all out. I took out most of the internals, and I built a separate bridge. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I added a whole bunch of more thrusters to it. I added 5 of these assault cannons. Yep, added 5 of them. And I've got, apart from lag, I've got this one decoy in the front, and it's actually surprisingly good. It actually does work really well. But yeah, I've literally just repaired it because I built it, well, repaired it, and I went out and I took 9 pirate contracts all in a row because I got there just as it was resetting. So I got 9 pirate contracts, right? And I thought, I'm going to do them back to back, and it did them back to back. And like, this part was all pretty mangled, but the rest of it was basically intact. And yeah, obviously my elite piloting skills help. But yeah, it did actually survive really well, and it did 9 back to back. So yeah, I've got one bridge up here and I've got my combat bridge down here. But yeah, as I say, it took 9 pirate contracts in a row with no repairs in between, and it survived really well. So I'm actually quite impressed with it. So I'll get to this contract and I'll bring you back when I'm closer and I can demonstrate. Right, we're approaching AI range, so stop drifting. Yeah, so I'm hoping that a whole frame. Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't screw this up because it's been really good, and I legit did like 9 back to back with taking almost no damage. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I know my elite pilot skills of just sort of rotating slightly does help, but yeah, I think I took one of these frames out. There was the Warden, Rogue Warden ones, and there was a couple of the Rook gunships, and they actually hurt me quite a lot because they have rocket launchers. But for a cheap hauler, this is actually quite an effective ship. Are they trying to ram me? Oh, no, you don't. I ram, you don't. Yeah, but when I got back from my my last run, I think it cost me about 150,000 space bucks to repair it. So, cheap. And considering it did 9 contracts, that got me a lot of money. I think this is one of the tougher ones to take out. Ah, dang it. Trying to concentrate. Yeah, I did fight one. It had a couple of... It had a... Was it a long shot? Like a sniper ship. And it had a couple of missiles with it. But that actually wasn't too bad. Rust. Don't know if the weapons are down on that. I'm guessing so, but I don't know. Try and look out for muzzle flash and then dodge. Oh, I think they're trying to ram me. I never ram. This ship does ram though. I rammed the last guy. I think it does more damage to me when I ram though. It's quite good evasion on that ship, isn't it? Now, I don't have a services terminal on this ship, so I can't Pokemon what I kill, but I can just grind them down for parts. I did have, I've got mag plates on the bottom. Bounty done. Oh. Let's get a bit closer. Did set up my mouse to picky. Trying to get close enough to dampener it. There we go. Okay. So that's the contract done. Let's go and check out the damage. I'm hoping it doesn't have a lot. It's after saying, oh yeah, the ship's quite good, I don't want to just suddenly have tons of damage. Oh no, decoy's gone. That's about it. So yeah, it's actually a surprisingly good ship. I was quite impressed with it. Because when I had it as a hauler, I think I either scrapped it or sold it, I can't remember. But when I had it as a hauler, I didn't like it at all. But a few modifications, and it's actually very effective in combat. I don't think it would be taking on the Factorum, but maybe with modifications. But yeah, I don't think it would take the Factorum out. But it's actually surprisingly good, and for like 10, 11 million, whatever it was, actually not bad price. There we go. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to grind out anything useful and then scrap this down. But yeah, combat tested, and I think it actually looks pretty cool too. I might buy a couple more and put the AI on them. What's that coming my way? I don't have a camera on this. What are you? Well, it's white, so it's probably unpowered, right? Anyway, let's see if I can loot anything good. Oh yeah, I called it the H3 Combat Edition because it was the H3 hauler. So yeah. Alright. I think there's probably not going to be a lot of loot here. Yeah. Well, maybe. Might as well claim the grid, right? What do we got? If I take the batteries out, actually I don't have power cells. I normally pack a few extra power cells so I can grind out batteries and repair them. But I think I'll just grind this down. Yeah, I don't know where the batteries even are on this ship. I have had this ship, haven't I? This is one of the first ones I bought. So I remember it had the cool chairs, and then I lost it. But yeah, anyway, you don't need to see you grind it down. So I'm going to grind it all down, and I'll do the repairs. Oh, it's the back, not the front. Yeah, but having the one decoy at the front, at first I thought, oh, it's just kind of stupid, but I need a decoy. But it's actually does work quite well. This is the first time it's actually got destroyed. Like the when I did it last time, all this was crumpled, but the decoy was still there. But I think that's because I'm filming it. I think whenever you film stuff, then everything goes wrong. Is that moving? Maybe it's the had enough. I reckon maybe it's the gyroscope sort of interfering. I'll take out the batteries on this. Yeah, there you go. I never know if it's kind of the AI and the gyroscopes of whatever ship you're getting that's moving things around. Looks like it stopped. I've got a bit damage under here. Yeah, nothing I can't repair. Oh yeah, I can show you the inside a little bit. So I put, like, this was all cargo containers, and then back there was like the interior part. But yeah, I shredded that out. I just put conveyors there. I didn't put them at the bottom, just in case this kind of thing happens. And I don't have these DLCs, so I can't replace these blocks. But yeah, I reckon if I replace this with what are they called? Blast doors, maybe? But again, not important. So very cheap to repair and quite effective. Anyway, I'm going to grind this down, and then we go back to the base. Ground down. So, let's see what we got out of that. Yeah, the ice and the ammo I already had. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'll keep these. I'll get rid of the scrap, but I'll keep them as spare parts, and I'll put some power cells in. Well, I thought what I might do is, if I can find the station. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go to the station. I'm going to buy another one of these, and then I'll show you how I modified it, and I'll just have another one then. But what I might do is with this one, I kind of just ripped it out and I didn't really plan anything out because I wanted to just see if the concept would work, and it actually really does quite well. So yeah, I'm going to buy a new one. I'll take it to my Poke Center, and yeah, then we'll modify it. And I'll show you what I changed in case you want to try it out yourself, because it is actually quite effective. If I can learn to talk properly. I'm going to see how much that cost to repair. I mean, I did repair it mostly myself. Let's see. Repair. 25 grand? Not bad. Yeah, so I'm going to buy another one of them ships. And then I'll use that one as a template because I can't remember every single thing I did. And it handles well. But let's buy a new one. Narrow frame. Hey. And what I'll do, I'll take my other one back to the Poke Center, and then I'll pilot my new one back there. Where is it? Oh, there, yellow this time. I don't hate the yellow. Yeah, but we got a before and the after, so this is obviously where I mounted my guns on the other one. But yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'll take this to my Poke Center, and I'll take that one to my Poke Center, and then we'll modify it. I've got it back to my base. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'll use this as a reference because it handles quite nicely. And then I'll show you what I did on this one. So, first thing I did was grind out these cargo containers. And all this I just took out. So, in that. I've set things up so I can hopefully just put things back in my storage. So I can work on ships easier. Yeah, but I didn't actually have to do too much on this one. Inventory full. It's away. It lags because I've got a lot of stuff in my storage. Get these out. That. This. There we go. Now, in the other one, I gutted all of this out too, so I'm not going to make you watch it, but basically what we want to do, I put another H2O2 here, then I run the conveyors up at this level, because I didn't want them touching the floor. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to remove the rest of the scrap in here, take the doors out because these will become gun turrets, and then we'll run a H2O2 and then we'll run a conveyor system down there. Okay, that's that part done. So I removed all the internals in here. I took out the doors and the connectors and the conveyors because they're on the wrong level anyway. So yeah, it's now empty. The bridge will be accessible from upstairs. We'll cut a new door in. So yeah, we don't need one here at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in H2. I might actually put 2 in on this one. We're going to put them just here so we can feed the conveyor line. So, oh, lag. Oh. Very laggy around Scatterbrain. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I think I might actually put them down here. I'll put them like that. Yep. Then I run a conveyor. Oh, don't need that, do I? I'll put a conveyor block in there. But yeah, I'm going to run a conveyor block from there all the way down to the front of the ship now. So yeah, that's next. Conveyor lines in. So this goes all the way down. Okay. And I put these here for the down thrust. So they're all connected. Right, what we're going to do next is we're going to cut these little wingy doodles off, because this is where we're going to be putting 2 more cannons. Just going to cut these out. Right, cut the other one out as well. And then we're going to put a conveyor there, and that'll be a turret mount. Okay, they're done. So what we're going to have to do now is, these are only half blocks. We have to take these out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to build out a turret like this. Now you can do it however you want, but this is how I do it. Okay. So I'm going to grind these out. I won't put the turrets on just yet. I'll finish the internals first. So get rid of these. And on my modified one, there are 5 gyroscopes on this, and I think this one had 2. Can't remember. Let's check. Right. Yes, one had more. So this needs 4 more gyroscopes in order to sort of maneuver nicely. And where I'm going to put them is along here. And I'm going to put a defensive AI block here. Okay. They're all in. So we've got 4 gyroscopes and a defensive AI. Now what we're going to do is these little areas here are going out. And that one. Because back here is where we're going to have our reverse thrusters. Okay. So we're going to take this one out back to there. Do the same the other side. Okay. Again, there might be a better way of laying this out, but this seems to work quite nicely. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run a conveyor line from here and out what was the door. I'm going to get rid of that as well. So I'm going to run a conveyor line to out the door, and I'm going to put another conveyor there, and this will be our brakes. And then I'll put armor here, and this will be a turret mount. Done on that. So I think all we've got to do now is add our thrusters. So we're going to have 2 on the side, 3 in the center, and then 2 more on the end. That'll be on both sides. That should mirror this. So yeah. Okay, we've put the thrusters on. Now, obviously, I've built this for how I fight. And when I'm in combat, I never really go up or down, because I find it difficult to hit the sea and the space when I'm in combat. But yeah, so it's currently got, I think, 2 down, 1 up or something. Yeah, it's got 2 down, 3 down, 5 down actually. No, 3 down, and 1 up, 1 at the top. So I think what I might do on this one is I'll put 2 more here. But yeah, I think this is a prototype, and then I can sort of refine the design. But yeah, when I'm fighting, I don't generally go up or down, but I think it will give me more maneuverability. Plus, if this one gets taken out, then I don't have to worry about sort of like twisting to stop. So yeah, I'm going to add 2 more thrusters. Oh, and some lag. And then I'm going to put all the armor in, and then we'll combat test it, and hopefully I don't look stupid and it actually works. Oh yeah, I've got to do the bridge as well. No more stupid than usual, should I say. So yeah, I'm going to armor this up, put the decoy in the front, and then we'll take it out. Got most of the armor done, but I forgot to mention this little angly bit here is what we need to cut off in order to fit this front gun. So yeah, there'll be a gun here and armor here. And then once that's done, we'll do the bridge, and yeah, then we go and combat test the thing. But yeah, we're nearly done. We're just doing the bridge now. So the armor's virtually done. I've got to do the gun things. I'll do them out of heavy. This will be a gun, and I've got a pirate drone sniffing around me. So maybe that'll be our combat test. I don't know. Don't think I've fought one of them before. Maybe. But yeah, up here this will be a cargo container, so we can load up our ammunition. And then we're going to have a door in here, and this will be our bridge. So I'm removing some of these blocks because I don't own the DLC, so I can't repair them easily if they get blown up. So yeah, what I'm going to do is cut this out. And there might be, I mean, you could probably plan this out so you can get it tidier than I am, but I'm just kind of sort of showing you basically what I did to make it work. So yeah, I mean down here, I mean, sorry, coffee. Yeah, I mean down here, this is where I've got my other bridge, but you could probably just sink these into the floor, but I haven't. I've just done them like this, and then I'll just sort of put a bridge in afterwards. But yeah, I'm going to put a vent in here and a cargo container. One of these will be a vent. I'll seal off the front with armor. Then we'll have my two bridges, and I'll put a door up the top. And then we'll be ready to go once we've got the guns. But yeah, we're getting along with it. I think we're about ready to go. So I think I followed it pretty well, so it should work. We got our new thrusters, our new guns. Bridge, I finished. Oh, so there is one here. I will be using the lower one though. And again, you could probably lay this out better. What we're going to do, where's that pirate? Did you see where that pirate went? Oh, maybe if I look where I'm going, I won't crash. What did I just break? No, that was the beacon. We're going to pretend it never had a beacon, okay? Anyway, I'll repair that later. Let's go and get a pirate mission, shall we? And we'll test out the new ship. I can't believe I crashed that. I completely forgot about the thingy at the bottom. I did cut that off in my other ship because I don't like having things dangling down like that. Right, what we got? No bounties. Oh, it's going to 5 seconds it'll restock. Lag, so it must be starting. Right, give me a bounty. A 6 million one, so that should be a pretty good test. Plus the ship cost me like 10, something like that. So if it can do this, it's mostly paid for itself. I'm hoping I haven't forgotten anything. Can you just... Walking through doors. More difficult than it looks. Alright. Where's that? It's not that far away. 2 signals though, what's that? I don't know if that's bounty and space pirate or if it's 2 actual pirates. I'll find out when I get there. Okay, we're getting there, so what's that? Is that 1 or is that 2? Privateer. Oh, that's the one that's quite tough. So this is probably a difficult combat test, this one. At least my guns are working. I was worried that I haven't done my conveyors right. I'm going to keep moving and not show my back to the other ship. I have done this, I hijacked the drones once, the privateer drones, but I claimed them, right? And when I came back, they despawned, and I had claimed them. privateer is actually quite a tough one, right? Yeah, my elite flying skills of just circling slightly. Well, if it works, right? And I've noticed that what you're targeting, there is like a small red square on the ship, but you can only see it if you're like really close. But can you see him? Just where I'm shooting. But there are tiny little red squares that I've never actually noticed before. Yeah, I never know like when it finishes firing, if it's actually Tooken did out all the weapons or not, or if it's just a reload cycle. I might be taking a bit more damage on this one. Didn't expect it to have friends. Still firing? Might switch to... That was a mistake. Oh well. No idea what I'm targeting. I've only got one active gun. Well, we all knew this was going to happen though, right? You know, if I'm like, oh, this is how to make it good, and then you fight and it's useless. They're not useless, to be fair. I think I'm trying to sort of talk and fight at the same time, which isn't ideal. I do like to have weapons that I can control, but the trouble is you have to have them at the front of the ship, and that makes them very vulnerable. And it's either that or have kind of the AI do the targeting, the flying rather. Then you have a turret that you control, but that's kind of pointless as well. I think I've basically beaten this guy, right? I'm just sort of waiting for it to die. I have to check my turrets. What are they actually targeting? Hour. Let's put that on default, shall we? Might do more damage. Is that dead? No, it's not yet. What we got? Come on. I think the weapons are down. It's just that it's actually quite a tough ship that I'm fighting. Don't know if that drone's part of it. Looks like it's blowing up to me. Focus that, shall we? Oh, mixed. Try and get power. Alright. We want power. There we go. I should have that hotkeyed, I suppose. I don't. Yeah, I think the encounter's basically over. Oh, voice went funny then. Yeah, I think it's basically over. But I've just got to wait for it to just, like, die. There we go. So, damage report. Yeah, actually not too bad. I took more damage than I ever have when I did the 9 in a row. But I think overall, that was a 6 million space dollar bounty, right? Space dollars or space bucks, whatever. I didn't put a magnetic plate on this either. Is this in a gravity well? Not sure. Yeah, so anyway. I think for a hauler that I just strap guns to, can I get out of the... Yeah, so for a hauler that I just strap guns to, actually a very effective ship. Now obviously this one doesn't do as well, but I think that's more because I'm trying to talk as I fight, which isn't really ideal. But you know, I've got all these lovely thruster components I can have now. Yoink. I didn't put a services terminal on this, or a med bay, but we're going to pretend I did. Yeah, so anyway, I think I'll end this one, but I just wanted to show you like that ship. As I say, the other one I had, it's probably about this damaged after I did like 9 in a row, but I think this is because I was trying to talk and fight at the same time. Yeah, actually a very effective ship, and for 10 million space dollars, space bucks, actually not a bad ship. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that'd probably be enough. Bye.